Okay, here we go. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, Instagram. Um, so we had the summer solstice last week. We had the new moon on Friday, and it was a pretty good week. It was a pretty good week. There was some stuff here because the energy was so crazy, but that still underflow of energy that keeps speeding up kept pushing us to keep going and to going into the weekend. And for me, the weekend was great. I had a great weekend. I hope you did. Um, but it was nice. There was some time to relax and nurture and balance. And then there were other times where you just were picking up the pace. But it wasn't a fast, pushy pace. So that's a nice thing. Good morning, Ian. Um, it was nice. It was just really uh, peaceful, not but with some edge. It was really cool. Good morning, Libor. How are you? Good morning. Happy Monday to you. Um, Going into this week, the energy flow is still going. It's still going, but I feel like it's pulled back a little bit. There's some maybe it's because of the heat, um, but it's still going. So this is the week where okay, we last week the energy started going really fast, and now it's time for us to keep the momentum going. We can't just let the energy we can't we can't depend on the energy to take us where we want to go. Now it's time to really good morning, Gerald. Um um Now it's the time for us to take that energy and move it ourselves, and or it's almost like what do you want to do? Come on, Vince. When let's say you're on a wave, or there's something coming and you have to jump onto this wave because it's going so fast. You have to jump onto it. So it's time for you to jump on, and move it, and put your weight into it, and put your stuff into it, so that the energy keeps flowing, and it's going to get faster. I guarantee it's going to get faster. Faster, 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 where you just don't know where it's going to go. But right now, it's time for you to get on that wave and start bringing in your stuff. Start, Robert, how are you? What do thunderstorms mean? It means it's raining. Um, we'll talk later. But it's time to uh, get on that wave and get your stuff on moving. Stop depending on the universe to do it for you. Yes, we put it out there, and we have to let go of control, but at the same time you gotta push your energy into it. You gotta start that energy flow in yourself. Um, so yeah, these next couple days, start jumping on that wave, jumping on that board that comes next to you, and start riding it hard. The first card that came up is the world, and this is the world is your oyster. The world is, you got so much around you that we take for granted, and there's stuff out there that we're not seeing. Open up. It's time to open up your eyes. Open up, using your intuition, using your gut feeling, and start using the resources that are around you. Um, uh, yep, that's right, Gerald. Um, So using the resources around you, and stop taking things for granted. Stop taking things, just because, I have this green trees out here, and I just keep seeing them every day. but they're providing oxygen to me. I know that, and I have this beautiful area that I can go out and meditate there. I don't have to go to a park. I keep thinking, oh, I need to go to a park. I need to go somewhere else. I need to do this when I have it right here in my front yard. So little things like that. So the world is at your feet. It's right there. It's right there in front of you. The next card that came up is the Yin and the Yang. And this is about passive aggressive. I always call Yin and Yang passive aggressive because the Yin is using your using your emotions, using your intuition to guide you, and the Yang is the opposite. Is taking action. So when I see this card come out, the first word that pops up always is balance. So it's about balancing. It's about not just using your intuition to manifest and to see things, but start taking action. Start taking, start moving, start doing things to get where you want to go. And keep seeing yourself at that point, at the end. So keep seeing yourself with the prize. That's how that works. Keep seeing yourself with the prize, manifest the abundance, but take action to get to the abundance. Whether it be, and I'm just going to put it out there, as looking for a job. If you want a new job, and you can see yourself working at a job, but you got to do something. It's not going to come to you. Sometimes things will come to you, but you got to do something for it to come to you. You have to go meet people. You've got to look online. You've got to, start talking about it more with other people. And then something happens. The jar's open and it comes at you, and maybe someone says, oh, I got the perfect place for you, or go talk to this person, or you see something, you happen to see something online, and there it is. So start taking action. The next card that came up is the Temple Path. And this is about meditating. This is about tapping into your higher power. This is about really it's the yin part. It's about using your intuition and using your gut and your heart, and tapping into your higher power and your angels and praying and relaxing and getting yourself into a state where clarity starts to form. And this way you can go into the yang and start taking action. So the Temple Path is, I love it because there's a lot of lights around it. It's just tapping, it's going outside into the sun. Since I see the lights, go outside into the sun and do some breathing. Go out and absorb the sun and sit outside and enjoy, if you have the time, and feel nature around you. Feel that energy around you and absorb it. The next card that came up is community. Exactly. I have and I want. Exactly. You don't ask, you don't get. That's it. That's right. Community. So this is about your friends, the people around you, people who are like-minded, people who, again, it's going out and talking about what it is that you've been wanting to do and what it is that with other people that you've been aspiring. And 9 out of 10 times you'll get those people who are wanting the same thing, maybe in a different form, but they've been wanting. So it's getting ideas, it's collaborating, it's just putting, again, communication and seeing where, And it's also meeting new people. It's, you have your group of friends that you're always around. And last week I said, step out of your comfort zone. Now it's the time. You always have your group of friends that you're comfortable with, but it's time to step out of the box and talk to other people. It's not just them. There's other people out there. We have a whole, again, the world. You have a whole new world, a whole world out there with resources. If you see somebody at a coffee shop and you're both by yourself and all that, and you might notice that they're reading something that, is interest of you, and make a comment about it. Even if they look at you like you're crazy, at least you're starting the energy pattern. And it could prompt you to buy the book that they're reading or whatever they're reading. So it's about bringing in new resources and talking to people who are like-minded. The next card, storm watching. And that's funny that you brought up thunderstorms. So I'm feeling like when there's a thunderstorm, it's something that needs to happen because it's basically washing out all of the crap that's in the air. When we have a nice rainstorm, and the next day after, it's beautiful. It's clear air. There's the smog is gone, and this and that. When I see thunderstorms, I love thunderstorms, by the way. I love them. It's basically letting go of all the crap. It's even if you have to put your head in a pillow and scream, or do something like go to the gym and knock something out, or really get out all that bullshit emotions that we store inside of us for no reason. There's no reason. We just store it inside of us, and it eventually kills us. But it's the day after the storm that is the important day, because you've cleared all that shit out, and you can breathe, and you've let go, and it's clean and clear. So when this card, storm warning, I'm feeling like there's some people who, again, I'm waiting for some people to just let go and scream or holler, or say F you, that stuff. So there's this, even though the energy is great, there's this little tinge up here that I'm waiting for. And I'm even waiting for myself to do it. I've been holding on to a couple things, and I keep getting pushed. I keep getting pushed, and I keep telling them, don't push me. It's going to get to a point where my storm is going to come out, but I'll be clear the next day. At least I know I'll be clear the next day. I don't know about them, but I'll be clear. So that's basically what it is. And I'm kidding. I'm not going to hurt anybody physically. But it's about that. It's about letting go. And the last card that came up is cornucopia. I love this. After the storm. Hi, Walking. How are you? Hi. I can't see that name. C. Devias. How are you? Cornucopia, after the storm clears and everything, abundance starts coming in. You've cleared out all that bullshit, you've cleared out all that stuff, and now you're opened up to receiving great stuff, and receiving positive energy, getting that job you want, getting everything that you want. I have to say this, because it just blows my mind. Yesterday, I went and did a book signing, and I set up my reading table because I was going to give readings, and I keep $1. Anytime I find money, I clear it out and I put it on my table, and I put a raw emerald on it so it'll multiply. Somebody came up to me and said, "What's the $1 for?" And I told them the story, and I said, I found this $1 and I put it on my table and I put an emerald, and for me, it's to multiply and to bring in more business. The next thing I knew, she took the $1 off my table and then threw $100 on my table. She said, "There it is. It multiplied. There's your abundance." That's what I'm talking about. You clear out. I was doing a lot of clearing last week, and it all came in. And not only that, I got other people to come in and do readings. So I made money yesterday at a book signing. So that's what it's all about. And you have to trust and believe. You just got to do the work that needs to be done, and it'll happen. All right? That's the reading until Wednesday. I am available for readings. You can go to my website, divineconcourse.com, and book the appointment. Also, I'm going to plug my book. I'm an author. I am one of the people who wrote a chapter in this book, The Little Black Book of Fitness. And my chapter has to do with, it has to do with healing from the inside out. The book is about people who have gone through stuff in their life, and they've used either exercise or spirituality to heal. And mine is about my coming out as a gay man, and also coming out spiritually, and the struggles I had. So if you want my book, let me know. It's $10, and I would love to have you have it. It's on chapter 23. There I am, right there, chapter 23. So let me know, and I'll get it to you. Have a great day, and I will see you all in very soon. Take care. Bye.